Same here. This is anything that Sephora does. No, I'm kidding. No, this is just, random placements all over the place, and we've done that. Or multiple size, we call that stitched. Okay? This is stitched here as well. And so what I want to do is I want to jump into a demonstration on how to use this thing so that everybody is feeling a little bit more comfortable with it. Okay, again, everybody see that all right? Up in the top right, that won't be there, but that's just an example of what I'm going to mimic in my choices here, right? So in this scenario, always required is the date, your name, whether the application is being applied to the front or the back, and then you need to describe what the back looks like and what the top looks like. All right? Top has pink dots, and back is blank. Very self-explanatory, right? Make sure you're describing that so they know. And then, what are we doing with this piece here? We are applying tape to the top and to the bottom. And the default's 1/8. This is wrong on here, but it's correct on your sheet. The default is 1/8, and that's actually what I want on this one. And it is going the full width of the piece, so I don't need to define it, because it says if not full width, then how wide is it? So for stitches, you have your stitch, then your gap, your stitch, your gap, your stitch. So my stitch length is 3 inches. My gap is 2 inches, and I need 3 total stitches. Okay? That's it. This one is done. You just define this one without any additional information. Any questions on that? Okay, let's do another one real quick. This one again is top and bottom, only it's a little bit further away from the edge. And then I have an additional strip in the center going horizontal, right? That is approximately 6 inches from the edge, and it's only 3 inches wide. Okay, does that make sense? Another one, this one can actually be done multiple ways. We'll just do it on this side over here. We're doing a 4, 5, and a 6. 4, 5, 6. How far away from the edge is that one? 6 inches for each of those. And the height of all of those strips is 8 inches. Questions? This is why it'd be important to define the top of the circle. Maybe it doesn't matter, you just state that it doesn't matter, right? Last one, again, I'm doing a top, 1/4 inch from the edge, and I need an additional strip on the bottom, 3, 1/4 inch from the edge. They're 4 inches wide with a 6 inch gap, and there's 2 of them. Okay? Now we're going to continue to do sign-offs out there to make sure everything's going through smoothly, but we really want to get away from PMs doing napkin drawings. Because if I ask each of you to draw on a napkin what needs to be done, all 4 of you will provide a different look, in a different way, and one of you probably has bad handwriting, right? So that's why we want, now that we're getting bigger, we need everybody following the same path instead of everybody kind of doing it a different way. Okay, any questions about our cheat sheet?
So is it explain the top and the back? Is it sheet top and bottom?
Nope. They want to know, so if you want it applied to the front, rare scenarios,
Yeah.
then they need to know which side is the front on 2-sided pieces,
Okay.
right? And then they need to know the top. So if the top has the pink dots, now they know that when you said you need them going this direction, which side the top is, so that they can make sure that they're putting them on the right side.
Okay.
Top and back.
Oh, gotcha.
Once you define the top, they know the bottom.
Okay, gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Okay, so that is our application rebuild. I know that this form can be a little bit cumbersome, it looks a little bit difficult, but I think once we've used it a few times, I think it'll come rather simple. We'll have a PDF format of that, you can edit it in Acrobat without having to handwrite, similar or just like I did in the demonstration, and that'll come out in an email, and you'll have that on file. You can save multiple versions of it if you do the same type of tape throughout the year. There's a lot of things you can do with that. Additional things that we launched yesterday and today. Hemming. We added sizes, so no longer you just put perimeter hems, you get to define I need a 1/2 inch perimeter hem, or I need a 3/4 inch perimeter hem, and so forth. Test fit operation, you asked about this, Stacy. We have a keter, for keters, sewing. You can explain how many pieces, when they're doing the final production run, need to be test fit to make sure that they're being sewn correctly. Current operation choices in there are 10%, 50%, and 100%. Depending on the client, we've seen all those different things in notes before, right? Just know that if there's no test frame, they won't be test fitting anything, right? And if there is a test frame, they're more than likely going to do 10% even without you asking them, because that's just their standard process. All right? And again, we're going to be working on fixing that pull pocket calc with the keter. Hopefully keter starts to we feel more comfortable with that over the next few months. We've added a rope operation in case you need splices of rope for banners. And we've added, and we're working on, this is not actually live, we're working on how to package banners in fabric and dictating that. Because most of the time estimating has a specific way. We have rules that we use for different fabrics, whether we're going to soft fold, roll it on a tube. We have defaults. So the system's going to default to what we normally would do. But if the client needs to override that, or they want to dictate, hey, I know you like soft folding these, but I want them rolled on a cord, now you can select that. And finishing's able to help out kitting that way. So those are the things that are new. One of them is coming. Crystal, did you want to?
Yeah, I'll just sit right here, but if you
Okay.
just want to look up here. So there is a reference doc for support tickets that is now on the PM dashboard. If you look at it, it'll tell you like where to go for the help desk, what you can do there, what it's for, the link to it, how to log into it, and then the second thing is a reference doc for email groups. So, for example, if you were requesting like a storefront or an existing storefront to declare support, you can go on here, it'll show you where to go for that, it'll show you the reference guide or the SOP with it, along with who's in that email group. So some of them are unknown, that we do not currently know, and it'll tell you on there. But then others, if you email that department, it'll tell you where they go to, so you can always do a follow-up. And it's all on the PM dashboard.
Okay. That's it for the training. I do want to say that if you have questions or concerns that come up, reach out. Remember that everything is live, right? We're live with everything as of right now, and take advantage of the help tips, right? Cool. Thank you guys.